Hi, my name is Marin, and I'm going to be talking to you about foam rolling. Foam rolling is good for relieving muscle tension, breaking up that fascia or scar tissue. It's going to help alleviate any of those pains and sorenesses that you can get from tightness after your workouts. It's also going to help increase your blood flow, circulation, and your flexibility. Foam rolling is super good for you and something you should do on a regular basis, whether you're active or not. So I have my Fit Nation Premium Foam Roller. I love this thing because it's got all these nice little massage knobs on it, but it's super soft and comfortable, yet durable, and it's going to get in my muscles really deep. We're gonna do a full body foam rolling routine. I'm just gonna run you through about 9 movements that you can do right now to start foam rolling your entire body. The first place I like to start is my calves. So setting the foam roller on the ground, I'm going to just place my calves on top of the roller, and I'm gonna use my hands to push up just gently so that I can push my body forward and backwards on my calves. This is a really great place to start. And if you feel like there's not enough pressure or it feels good but you want to get deeper, I like to cross my calves and do one at a time. Also, you can go side to side, rolling the calves either way. If you're feeling a little bit of pain or a little bit of what I call a hot spot, it's tender or it feels like you don't want to touch that area, that's kind of the place you want to stop. And when you get there, you want to put a little bit of pressure, not too much that it's so excruciatingly painful, but enough pressure that you can withstand, and you'll feel eventually your muscle will release. So you can put pressure or roll over it back and forth just very gently. Play around with it and make the routine yours, but feel your body. Be really attuned to what's going on inside, and make sure you do all regions, whether you feel like it needs it or not. It's always good to just kind of roll over them, and you might spend more time in one area and less time in the other. That's perfectly okay. Just make the routine your own. So your shins, we're gonna go the other way to do them. We're gonna get in about a push-up position, put our shins on top, and we can roll back and forth this way. You can also feel free to get down on your elbows and walk it out. This feels really good. You're gonna get a little ab workout doing this. If you don't wanna get the ab workout, put one knee down and just roll the shin back and forth by bending at the knee. You can roll inside and outside just by pivoting the leg. Get all the way to the top of the knee, all the way down to the bottom of the ankle. One of my favorite things to foam roll are the IT bands. This is a place that's really hard to stretch, it's really hard to move, it's hard to reach, and it's a place that causes a lot of issues in the hips, lower back, and knee joints. So rolling out the IT band is one of the most prominent places that I would say are most important that you should focus on. We're gonna turn our hips to the side, just like this. So the IT band is located on the outside of your thigh right here, from the top of your hip to the bottom above your knee. And we're going to just gently roll it down, starting from the top. If you feel like it's too much pressure, cross your upper foot and alleviate that pressure by supporting your weight using that foot. And we're just going to roll back and forth, looking for those hot spots and maintaining pressure on the hot spots if we find it, and you can even gently roll back and forth. So if you can't withstand it, try to breathe in deep for as long as you can and then release it. And then you can come back and do it again. Don't worry, over time it'll work itself out. If it doesn't do it today, come back tomorrow or when you're less sore and continue to try, and you'll see that the benefits of foam rolling are not only worth it, it's gonna start to feel really good. After the IT bands, I like to roll over and get my quadriceps. So the way that I like to do this is the way that we did the shins, which is just placing one knee on the ground and rolling that quadricep up and down. If you want to, you can do the push-up position, get on your quads, get on your elbows, and just roll back and forth. This is a nice way to tag both of them at the same time. So it just depends. Feel it out, make it your own. What I like about putting one knee down is I can also roll the inside by rotating my hips, and just right on the outside, that VMO muscle where the IT band meets the knee there. So again, play with the routine, make it your own, feel your body out. After the quadriceps, we want to flip over, get our hamstrings. So just like our calves, rolling up. And this feels really nice. This is great for the hamstrings. And you can even cross your leg and do one hamstring. And just make sure to do the other side. So nice simple movements and very thorough and effective. You're going to get a nice deep tissue massage doing this. After the hamstrings, we want to focus on getting the hips and the glutes. So if we cross our leg over, we're going to make this nice flat part here right on the outside of our glutes. We're going to rotate a little bit towards that direction so that we're not completely flat on both glutes. So you want to rotate on that one cheek and then roll up and down there. And this is going to tag your hips now. You're going to feel it right where the hips meet the glutes at the top. And I also like to suggest that after you roll out this portion, you can straighten your legs and roll right up to the top there. And I kind of like to roll back and forth here, right where the hips meet the glutes. But again, make it your own, feel it out. And then I like to get right at the top too, right where my lower back meets the top of my glutes. And that's getting that little muscle right in the back upper hip there. And you'll get it really thoroughly by putting these two movements together. Also make sure to do the other side. And when you're done doing that, roll out your glutes. Just sit on the roller, roll it up to the top where the lower back meets the glutes, and roll it down to the hamstrings. It feels really nice. So you're getting a nice 360 massage here, all around your hips and your glutes. After that, one of the favorite things that I like to do is roll out my back. So I'm going to scooch this forward right here. And the way that I like to do this, you don't have to do it so dramatically, but I like to hug my chest and just roll down, kind of let myself slide. But again, you don't have to do it so dramatically, so you can use your hands here and just gently walk yourself down. Once you get down here at the bottom, I recommend rolling up all the way up to your traps or up your lower shoulders, and then roll down. Try to go slowly. I play with curving myself, so I like to hug and curve and roll back and forth over my spine. And then I also like to open my arms up and roll, and I'll feel kind of little adjustments happening as this goes. And when I feel like I've got enough done, I like to sort of just let it open up my back here at the lower back, sort of straighten everything out, flatten it out, and just relax right here. This feels really good. This opens up your back, opens up your chest, just lets you relax in an open position. And then when you're ready, you can raise one arm, rotate to the side a little bit, and roll those lats out. And that's really important. This is kind of like the IT band of your back. It's the side part that's really hard to reach, but gets really sore and can cause a lot of problems like slouching, shoulder pain, neck pain. So the lats are really good to roll out as well. I like to take it even further and roll further down, and it kind of takes a little bit of scooching, but I place my head on my arm like this to put a little bit of pressure, and I like to roll out my triceps. The triceps are like the IT bands of your arms. So this is a place that gets tight really quick. It can cause a lot of problems in the shoulders and neck, even the forearms and the wrist. And this gets tight really easily. We also tend to carry a lot of fat here, so that fat adheres to the muscles and the skin, causing a lot of tension and tightness, pulling joints out of place. So I think this is a really important place to also roll out. And last but not least, I'm going to throw in the neck. And I love this because this feels really good. If you lay down on this kind of like a pillow in the crook of your neck and just gently rotate your head side to side, it's going to give you a nice neck massage, especially right up here on either side of the C1, C2 where the skull sort of meets the spine. That's where we hold a lot of tension. So that feels really good to end this entire routine. And that's how I like to use my FitNation Premium Foam Roller. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video and got a lot out of it. You don't have to do your whole body at once. You can start with lower body one day, upper body the next day. Actually, I highly recommend splitting it up if it's your first time doing the foam roller. You might get sore, and if you do, it's okay. Feel free to take a day off. Make sure you're drinking lots of water because you're breaking up a lot of that scar tissue. You're going to be releasing a lot of toxins. You're going to improve your flexibility and circulation, but you need to make sure you hydrate and get adequate rest as well. So thank you so much for joining me here on this video. I hope you enjoyed it and have fun with your FitNation Premium Foam Roller.